We can also distinguish between internal and external conflict. Tom experiences internal conflict when he struggles with guilt after witnessing the murder. At the same time, Injun Joe represents an external threat that creates suspense and danger throughout the narrative. These combined conflicts ultimately push Tom toward personal maturity. The novel is written in third person omniscient point of view. This means that the narrator is not a character within the story, but has access to the thoughts and feelings of multiple characters. The narrator also frequently uses humor and irony when describing the actions of the characters. This narrative technique allows Twain to create style while simultaneously maintaining a critical distance from the characters. Several important themes appear throughout the novel. One central theme is childhood and innocence, which explores the imaginative world of children. Another theme is freedom versus civilization, represented by the contrast between Huck's independence and the town's social values. The novel also examines moral development as Tom gradually learns the importance of honesty and responsibility. Ultimately, the most universal theme of the novel is coming of age, the transition from childhood toward moral awareness. Literary critics often analyze texts using different theoretical perspectives, also known as literary approaches. In this lecture, we will briefly explain five approaches: formalist, historical, biographical, sociological, psychological, and Marxist. Each approach highlights a different aspect of the text and reveals new layers of meaning. The formalist approach focuses on the structure and literary techniques of the text itself. From this perspective, critics analyze elements such as narrative structure, symbolism, and stylistic devices. For example, the fence painting scene symbolizes Tom's ability to manipulate social perception. The river symbolizes freedom and adventure, while the cave represents psychological trial and fear. These symbols contribute to the novel's deeper meaning. The historical biographical approach examines how the author's life and historical context influence the text. Many aspects of the novel reflects Mark Twain's own childhood experiences in Hannibal, Missouri. The novel also reflects the social values and racial attitudes of 19th century America, including the controversial depiction of Injun Joe. Understanding this context allows readers to interpret the novel within its historical framework. From a sociological perspective, the novel can be interpreted as a critique of small town social norms. The town community is deeply concerned with reputation, religion, and conformity. Characters such as Huck Finn exist outside the social system and therefore reveal its limitations. Through humor and satire, Twain exposes the contradictions and hypocrisies of respectable society. The psychological approach focuses on the internal experiences of characters. Tom's vivid imagination often functions as a form of escapism. His fear and guilt after witnessing the murder reflect deeper emotional conflicts. The cave episode can also be interpreted symbolically as a journey into the unknown regions of the mind, representing psychological confrontation and growth. The Marxist interpretation examines the role of economic and social class in the society. Huckleberry Finn occupies the lowest social position because he lacks property and family structure. In contrast, characters who possess wealth and respectability hold greater social authority. The discovery of treasure at the end of the story symbolizes economic mobility, showing how material wealth can transform social status. Modern readers often discuss several controversial aspects of the novel. One issue involves the representation of Injun Joe, which reflects problematic racial stereotypes common in 19th century literature. Another issue is the romanticized portrayal of childhood. Finally, the character of Becky Thrasher reflects traditional gender roles. that limited women's agency during that period. These issues invite contemporary readers to engage critically with the text. Despite Despite these controversies, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer remains an important literary work. It is a foundational American novel that explores universal themes of childhood imagination, morality, and social life. The novel also serves as an excellent example for studying the elements of fiction, making it particularly valuable in introductory literature courses. Through humor and adventure, Twain encourages readers to reflect on the complexities of human behavior and social values. To deepen our understanding of the novel, consider the following questions. Is Tom truly morally transformed by the events of the story? Is Huck Finn perhaps more ethically mature than Tom? Does Twain criticize small town society or does he celebrate it? And finally, how does the setting contribute to the symbolic meaning of the narrative? These questions invite critical thinking and literary interpretation. In conclusion, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is far more than a simple children's adventure story. It is a work of social satire, a coming of age narrative, and a reflection on moral development. Through its memorable characters and engaging plot, the novel also provides insight into 19th century American society. By analyzing the novel through the elements of fiction, including character setting, plot, conflict point of view and theme, we can better appreciate Twain's literary artistry. The novel demonstrates how storytelling can simultaneously entertain readers while also exploring profound cultural and moral questions. The works cited in this lecture include the original novel by Mark Twain and several important studies on Twain's life and literary influences. These references provide deeper insights into Twain's literary techniques, historical context, and critical interpretation. Thank you for watching this lecture on the adventures of Tom Sawyer. I hope this discussion has helped you better understand the novel and its significance in the tradition of great literary works. Please review the discussion, questions, and reflect on how the novel illustrates the fundamental elements of fiction. Thank you for listening.